The Darkness are back with a brand new single called I Hate Myself, which is the most recent single from the set of releases they've been doing for their new album, which is coming out in March, called Dreams on Toast. I will admit I have missed pretty much every one of the singles that has been released so far. They've either not had music videos or I've timed it poorly or whatever it is. And honestly, I don't know loads of the Darkness's main catalogue. Obviously, I know I Believe in a Thing Called Love, because if you don't know that song, I believe you're probably just a bad person. It's an all-time classic. But yeah, other than that, I'm not that familiar. In fact, they are playing a download this year, which I have strong intentions to go to, so I actually need to go back and listen to some of their other catalogues so I can sing along to more than one song. Maybe this will be that, to be fair. What I find interesting about this release so far, though, is that this music video, the official music video for this song, is actually on the YouTube channel for Justin Hawkins Rides Again, rather than on the Darkness official one, which is a bizarre choice. I did have a look. The Darkness's official YouTube channel have got the original release of the song with a visualizer, audio only, but the music video, the official music video, is on Justin Hawkins' solo channel, which is, well, I mean, it's probably indicative of what's more popular nowadays, because I will say Justin Hawkins has been utterly killing it with his solo channel. I get recommended his videos all the time. I'm not gonna lie, he does something somewhat similar to what I do, except with a lot more experience and knowledge to know what he's talking about. And it's great. I really like hearing him talk about stuff and music, and yep, I know, good for him. But it makes me wonder, which channel's got more subscribers? So Justin Hawkins has got 139,000, and The Darkness has got 121. Yeah, there you go. Justin Hawkins is now bigger than his own band, which, I mean, not surprising, really. I don't know when the last time The Darkness were, hugely relevant, and that's not meant as an insult. They peaked a while ago. But yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to hear what this stuff sounds like, because whenever he talks about music, he really does sound like he knows what he's talking about. He's got a phenomenal voice. The Darkness tick a lot of boxes, so let's jump in and see what I Hate Myself. God damn it. I don't know why it's making me laugh saying that, but let's see what this music video is all about, shall we? Ooh, he is weird looking in there. There's a lot of makeup. Okay. Ooh. It's immediately a lot heavier than I was expecting it to be. That drum went straight in there. This is more of a kind of old school thrash punk rock style at the moment.
There goes the best thing that ever happened to anyone.
Okay.
There goes a little miss forever and a day.
I do often find it jarring, and I understand it's probably a creative decision based on whatever the rest of this music video is going to be like. I find it annoying when people lip sync in their music videos and they're just very obviously lip syncing. No one is pretending that this is the actual take where he's singing this, obviously. But I always feel like when people record music videos where they sync to their songs, they should actually sing while they're recording too, because there is no substitute for the facial movements. Whatever, it's irrelevant. I know this is a very random side point. It's just weird seeing his mouth move kind of this much for a more nuanced piece of music. Ooh, there was some brass in the background of that, which I like very much. I'm really enjoying this throwback style, actually. It really was not what I was expecting. And there's that signature falsetto from Justin, something that most people will be lucky to be able to do for a couple of years in their early 20s, and this motherfucker is still doing it. I don't know how old Justin Hawkins is now, but he's still got that voice. It reminds me of a lot of stuff. There's a lot of kind of classic influences getting thrown in the back here, but it's all put together very well, because when you get seasoned musicians who know what they're talking about, this is the result. Ooh. Okay. These lyrics are weirdly an interesting mixture between being quite introspective and sad, but also kind of quite witty as well. I don't know. The lyrics I hate myself so you don't have to. I don't know, it's a clever mixture, actually. Also, I'm really having a hard time trying to figure out what it is they've done to him to look like this. Is it just makeup? because he's always had a very sharp, you know, iconic looking facial structure. Yeah, it must be. I don't know.
Oh, she don't wanna love me anymore.
Love that. I love that. That little harmony there mixed in with the immediate dropout and then the bring back in again. Kind of Queen-esque. Oh, I don't know. That was a very effective little dropout.
Myself, I hate myself for two. Oh, I hate myself, so yeah, that's how to. Hate myself, I hate myself for two. I really hate myself, so you don't have to.
Nice. Okay. I love it. We're getting like a badass saxophone solo at the moment. So, musical direction for the video. Sort of stare off into the side of the camera, looking pretty and smoking.
Here comes the last of my inspiration. Here comes the pain I endure. She don't wanna love me anymore.
Oh, okay.
Hate myself, I hate myself for two.
Man, the little like fill sections in between verses are so inspired. They almost sounded like somebody kind of like dropping a drum kit down a flight of stairs for a second, and you weren't quite sure where that was going to go. Was it just the end of the song? And just you get like 3 seconds of that, and then straight back in there with that really thick, nuanced sound with got rhythm guitars really chunking away and some power chords there. The brass section is going mental. We've got that falsetto flying over the top of it. This is inspired. I like that it's really following that kind of blues-esque, that 12-bar sort of structure where you kind of get vocals, you get a solo from one of the instruments, first it's a trumpet, and then it's a guitar, you know what I mean? It's sort of like back and forth. It's like a kind of dueling solo feeling to it, which is, again, really nice. I like seeing each instrument get a chance to shine. Also, I've just realised, if he's actually a full-time smoker, that makes his ability to sing that falsetto stuff even more impressive. Okay, we're just going to fade out here, that's fine. Well, I don't know what I was expecting, but it definitely wasn't that.
Yeah, that's the video. All right, pub.
That is interesting, because I did read an article sort of in the run-up to this that was sort of saying how this music video was a one-taker, and watch the crazy transformation for Justin Hawkins. I mean, the transformation was possibly a wig and a bit of makeup. It was an interesting creative decision. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious what the thought process. I'm sure there's like a kind of deeper, more thoughtful, introspective. I guess if you know, kind of hate yourself, and then here he is all dolled up, looking into the mirror and sort of staring at you with those haunting blue eyes. That's an interesting creative decision, but you know, it's quite effective. He's got a very compelling face. No one can take that away from him. And I can think of many ways worse to spend 3 minutes and staring into those eyes. So fair enough. The song, on the other hand, was great. I was not expecting that. Loads of influences for a bunch of different songs. This is quite obscure. I don't know how many people in the comments will know what I'm talking about, but Volbeat have a song called Die to Live. This song really reminded me of that, even though that song itself is also a big throwback. I think it's the brass section and the 12-bar blues structure, but really like that. The backing vocals, especially towards the end, they started to really ramp up. They're barely in the beginning of it, but then by the end of it, you start getting that beautiful overlapping stuff, which actually really reminded me of a throwback. It was quite Queeny. I just really like it when they sort of start in sync, and then over time, over the course of it, by the end of it, the backing vocals are actually kind of doing their own line underneath. I really love that kind of rhythmic nuance to it. So that was really fantastic. The actual guitar work, I mean, the solo was great. The rest of it was, fulfilling a function, obviously. The drums were far more out of this world hectic. The whole thing was just way more hectic and heavy than I was expecting it to be. Those vocals are awesome. I really, really liked how he sort of started in that lower section and then he just managed to get that signature falsetto in over the choruses. That was fantastic. That song was awesome. I'm definitely saving that. I'm going to have to go back and check out all the other singles I've missed because, I don't know, there is an entire era's worth of Darkness stuff that apparently I'm actually going to really like if it's anything like this. So, yeah, no, good for them. I can see why in an interview Justin Hawkins said that this is his favourite Darkness song up to now, because this might be a sacrilegious thing to say, but I think I probably do prefer this song to I Believe in a Thing Called Love. It's just, I think, especially with those falsetto vocals, it's very easy to fall into the trap of sounding kind of silly, like a kind of parody of what you're performing. I know that they walk that line, that's kind of the Darkness's thing, and they probably definitely don't fall down on the side of parody, but when you listen to other things like Ninja Sex Party, which is, I can imagine, is taking some quite clear parallels from the Darkness itself, but they start to conflate in your head and it all starts to sound a bit silly. So I like that this one was a little bit more serious. The lyrics were interesting with that kind of introspection and stuff like that. They definitely bear looking over again, so I'll probably have another run through my own time and have a look through with the lyrics because I'm kind of curious from that perspective as well. But yeah, great. I enjoyed that a lot. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Long-term Darkness fans, I'm going to go and see them in a couple of months' time at a festival. We have some suggestions from some songs that are likely to be played live that I can sort of familiarize myself with ahead of time in the comments. That'll be very much appreciated. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all of that crazy stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.